Go back into the game. And here we are in game one of our first best of three of the day. Green team, the Northern Spawn here on Land of Fire is going to be Rain, and they're going to be running Schlieffen, Colombo, Petropavlos, Napoli, Sherman, Daring, and Marceau. Meanwhile, the red team UNWAT are going to be running Ohio, Colombo, Des Moines, Petro, Napoli, Vampire 2, Marceau, and Yuyang. If my World of Warship stops crashing. Right, let me just quickly double check settings, because camera full screen. Where's borderless full screen windowed? Full screen windowed. Apply. There we go. There we go. Fixed it. Wonderful. Okay, there we go. So let's have a look at some builds. Builds. Green team, we have Marceau, the sheep. He's going to be running AFT, RPF, reload. He's going to be running improved survivability expert of Alboino. We've got Daring here for Antaro. He's going to be running relatively standard build, AFT plus superintendent. Going to get that extra healing. John the Ruthless here, and it's for Sherman. AFT plus superintendent. He's going to have an extra smoke, so you can have 3 of those available. We've got Petropavlos here for gang. He's going to be running the new legendary module. Going to be taking heavy AP. So not going to be taking heavy AP, sorry. Going to be taking top grade gunner and survivability expert and turret traverse. We got Amazing, who's also going to be running the same build, except he's going to be taking oh, he's actually slightly different. Gang's decided to take priority target, whereas Antaro's decided to take consumable duration. Both of them taking legendary module. Range mod of the Napoli for Artorius, which will give him slightly better dispersion at mid-ranges because of how the dispersion curve works. Colombo here from Malamu, going to be running fire prevention, new legendary module, plus the thing that gives you faster heal when you get shot up. Schlieffen, VI Gun, and Dastak going to be running full secondary, and that includes slot 3 and slot 6. Going to take fire prevention, not going to take the extra heal. We got Marceau of Sheep. I think we already looked at it. Anyway, yes. Wait, hang on. Let me go double check. Yeah. Right, red team builds. Let's have a look. We got Napoli here for UNWAT. Going to be running the secondary. He's running reload mod in slot 6. That's the important stuff. Ohio here running full tank. We got Petropavlos getting smoked up at the start by the Vampire 2. Alright, let's just take a look at the initial deployments since we're at it. So, green team deployments. Over the ACAP, we're going to be sending Napoli. He's going to be solo kiting force. We've got Petro going to be manning up this island. Might make getting smoked by the Daring. Pop a little barrier down there. We've got Sherman, who's going to be smoking up the other Petro, who's going to be manning this island. Colombo going to be hovering up here, looking for shots on anything passing this general region. We've got Marceau going for the fast cap down here, and then looking for deep spots down here, potentially ending up getting a fight with that. And we've got Napoli, who's going to be looking to go down 10 line. Red team deployments. Yuyang going to be sorry, this was I can't tell. That's a radar. Hang on, let's go check. Are you radar? That's a Smoke Yuyang, by the way. Smoke Yuyang here going to be manning up this. We're going to have Colombo and Des Moines going to be heading up here. We've got Petro being smoked up by the Vampire. He's going to be facing this way. Look for DPM on whatever's over there. Ohio, just looking for shots on the Pet Road here. Then Napoli and Marceau are going to be playing that flank as well. So let's take a look at what's going on in the middle. Clear all this off, please. Thank you. Vampire 2 going to be getting locked, losing a bit of health already. Sherman of John the Ruthless is also going to be losing about 4k. He's getting spotted behind that by the Petro's radar. Petro of Arquanto, it just takes a massive hit. That must have been the... what was that? Schlieffen and Colombo, both of them getting involved? Gang will be hydring. We'll see all these torpedoes. Not going to be taking any of those. There's a nice little island. Protect him over there. He did not use his radar yet, so he has not spotted the... oh, wait, has he used his radar already? Yes, they did use his radar. That's how the two Petros spotted each other. Vampire looking for some DPM towards the Sherman and Petro. Not going to be finding much over there, though. Potential brawl, maybe breaking out of the two home castle. We'll just park ourselves over here for now. As you can see, both Petros are going to be hydro-locking each other. Daring is both being caught in those hydros as well. This is generally going to be a DPM race to see who can kill the opposing Petro first, and it's definitely looking like UNWAT's Petro is going to be the one that's suffering. I mean, there's a little bit of chip damage coming in towards Gang's Petro. Actually, that's a much bigger chunk than he deserves. I guess that's just Colombo things. In return, the Colombo gets tickled. But there's a nice little crossfire angle being set up by the Ohio. Actually, the Ohio's going to shot block himself over here. He was looking for the reversing Petro over there, but no longer... Actually, he still has some sort of shots. Power going to be accelerating forward to dodge that salvo, potentially. That's not really taking very much. My predictions appear to be broken. Ah, whatever. Looks like a 10-line push for Rain might be underway with Lucar and Dastat pushing down there. And then with the Schlieffen, they can potentially roll through, take over decap, and then they just have to hold this. Gang is still suffering at the hands of this Vermont, plus the smoke screen of that Des Moines. Des Moines is currently spotted by the Petro's radar, but that's going to end very soon. I'm not sure if they're actually going to have anyone to get a good salvo into that. This is just the Colombo in position, really. It doesn't look like a Colombo salvo came out either. Well, that Hydro is going to be up for another 20 seconds. Once that goes down, there's no way to really respot Gang currently. He's going to get a heal off. Petro radar comes out to respot Gang, but again, there's nobody really to shoot him right now. Colombo might be advancing to make shots. ACAP is finally taken by UNWAT. It's a nice little push they've got going over there, but they're pushing into, like, a kiting force. It's all going to be about how they rotate off there. Napoli Vortori is going to be looking to catch the broadside turning Petro right now. Gets a little tickle. Still Petro. Petro radar comes out. Gang is going to be spotted once again. There's also Vampire Hydro as a backup spotting for another minute, so they're going to try their hardest to focus him out. Here's the linchpin holding down that B cap. Meanwhile, the push over at the home caps, the Sheep has managed to lose a damn good lot of his HP there to the Ohio and Kiting Marceau, but they're going to be forced out, and that's going to be decap. So the double home cap's going to be taken for Rain. Petro does go down eventually. Vampire going to be getting the killing blow. It must be a big Colombo salvo came in with bow, but that should be enough time for Rain to be like, we're going to start taking your home caps now. Big chunk into Malamu there. Gang was always going to die in that position. There's like a giant Petro graveyard at the bottom of that side of that B cap. It's all about how long they can hold ticks on the B cap for. As long as they can chain resets into that, they do have the Petro of Amazing there to radar that, and then the Daring of Ontaro to reset anything that pushes in there. Ohio being forced back as well. He might actually be under pressure soon. Got Napoli pushing into the kiting Napoli. He's got a Schlieffen behind it too. And he's already used a smoke as well. That won't be available for another 1 minute 30. He might burn down here. If they do manage to pick off this Napoli, that's going to mean that they don't have to hold BC for as long as originally expected. So Rain currently ticking on 3 caps. I want to try and extend this point advantage as long as possible and just deny B being taken. And potentially kill off this Napoli. That Napoli's probably going to go down, actually. The combined secondary firepower of Amazing and Dasta just rinsing most of his HP bar. The Ohio is also going to be suffering too. Because Napoli not having access to Hydra does mean that there's a potential danger of these Marceau tops. In fact, very big danger of these Marceau tops. Especially if he's turning now. He's going to take at least 1. Just the 1 for now, and then there's another 6 coming. He does get the kill onto this Napoli with his secondary. Actually, it was a main battery kill. But he's going to be turning towards these Marceau torps. Very dangerous turn, actually. 1, 2, permanent flood. Is that double flood? We don't even know. Marceau going to be opening up on this. They're going to be maybe take out the Ohio too, though. So it's going to be a trade for like 1 Napoli for 1 Napoli plus 1 Ohio, which we're not going to be quite happy with, especially. Actually, you got the smoke off. DCP for not available for another 20. You should burn down. The heal gets popped. 290. He's actually out healing the flood. There's a possibility Lucas survives this, actually, yeah. Did not actually get the perma fire. The Ohio is suffering still. He should be burning down soon. They are finally getting themselves into B cap. They're pushing the Petropavlos quite far forward. He's actually giving a lot of side to this Napoli for this. But the other Petro is going to be able to get the actual cap and not be reset. Now we have this little formation fire. We've got Colombo and Marceau all farming away towards this Petro that's lodged in the B cap. And plus the big hit into Amazing from Colombo, just saying, I don't care what your angle is. I'm a Colombo. Enjoy sap. Lucar did actually get away. Manages to heal 4,000 HP. He's just going to retreat for the rest of the battle. Again, the race to DPM down the Petropavlos continue. Amazing taking a little chunk from the Colombo because the Colombo does not care what your angle is. Daring Aventaro managed to get on that Colombo too. But they're going to need, like, UNWAT are going to need quite a few kills here to even this back up. They are currently down 300 points. They're going to need 3 kills to even this up, and they're losing their Petro and Colombo currently. And there's really not much that they're going to be able to do to convert kills. Lucar getting away meant a 100-point swing. Arquata is about to just like drop right now. Amazing might also go down, but that's going to be another Colombo reload before that comes up. Unless he's got ray guns from. So now the points is like 400 in favor of Rain. 3 kills to 1. Amazing reversing a little bit too much is giving side to the Des Moines plus Yu Yang, who are going to try their hardest to finish this off. Amazing does not have a heal ready for another 14 seconds. He should go down before the points expire, so that'll be a 100-point swing back towards UNWAT. But the Colombo is still suffering for this. Actually, torpedoes from the Vampire 2 going to take down John the Ruthless in his smokescreen, the Sherman there. So that's another... Right, so Colombo goes down though, so that's a 100-point swing basically in total to UNWAT. They are down 1 ship, and they do need to put pressure on here. They do get a radar off, and they do find the position of the sheep's Marceau, but really nobody actually has any angles on that. Des Moines Shell's going straight on the island there. Napoli's going for the backstab in the background there. Artori's going to take the A-cap, and that'll be game. Yu Yang running around this corner, going for the YOLO on the Colombo of Valamu. Lands 3. Has another rack. Actually, didn't even need the other rack. Lands a 4th as well. Drops his smoke, but he's going to be, like, you know, running straight into, like, death. You know, the big ball of death here. Like, Schlieffen Hydro. Yeah, not an ideal position to be in. And I don't think you're going to burn down Dastat fast enough. Yu Yang's going to drop, and that should be another 100-point swing towards Rain. 50 points remaining till they win. 30 seconds on the clock. Sheep is spotted open water gunboating in his more, so Petro going around the corner here. Torpedoes from Yu Yang all miss. Dastat being forced to give a lot of side to the Petro, but he has torps. Dastat has torps. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and Dastat will pick up the kill, and Dastat and Rain will take game number 1. Valiant effort from UNWAT. Their home cap push did work, but they lost far too much health trying to force their way back to get the B cap afterwards. I'm going to try and figure out what the hell's wrong with my automatic predictions right now. On the plus side, we at least got that bit fixed. Let's have a look here. Why did my automatic prediction thing not work? Let's go look here. Add. Cancel. Prediction. So, triggers, Twitch, predictions, prediction cancelled. core. Globals, global sets, variable name, prediction active, false. Actions, variables. It should fix it, eventually. I'm back to the best I've seen. Got a little bit of housekeeping to do, here. So Rain takes game number 1. Map number 2 will be Warrior's Path. Let me go check who's actually going to be, who's going to be on which side for that. So I'm just completely, like, mind blank this. Warrior's Path was Rain's pick, and UNWAT picked the Alpha Spawn. Okay. Where's prediction active? TBH.set global var prediction active. I'll do that in delete that. Compile, save and compile. There we go. So now our prediction is cancelled, that will mean that there's a new prediction available. Game number 2, and ready to go already. Thank God. This whole 2 minutes readying up between games is fantastic, by the way. And hopefully the predictions will work this time. Alright, game number 2. UNWAT versus Rain. UNWAT in green here on Warrior's Path. The Northern Spawn is going to be running Ohio, Burgoyne, Cerberus, Brisbane, Moskva, Petropavlovsk, Daring, Marceau, and Yuyang. Red Team, Rain, and Southern Spawn going to be running Ohio, Colombo, Cerberus, Brisbane, Moskva, Shimakaze, Sherman, Daring, Marceau. 2 Brisbanes coming out. And 2 Cerberuses as well. Cerberus? Cerberus. Take a quick look at the specifications of Cerberus. It is a new ship. You guys might not be used to it. It does have these 203mm guns, has a creeping smoke screen, has access to hydro or defensive air. They're running hydro, trust me. And just generally this creeping smoke lasting quite a long time, 162 seconds base, which can be then amplified by smoke mod, plus consumable duration, commander perk, plus the flag. And that'll give you quite a lot of uptime. The problem with smoke is you can't turn it off. So there's no way to like early reset your cooldown on it. So once you pop that, there's a giant marker telling everybody exactly where you are for the rest of the game until it expires. Right, anyway, let's take a look at some builds. Specifically, let's take a look at the Brisbane and Cerberus builds. Those are going to be interesting ones. Cerberus, yeah, is going to be running increased consumable duration, going to be running Hydro mod, not taking slot 3 smoke mod, going to be running other kinds of stuff. We got the Brisbane here, who is going to be running radar mod, consumable duration, RPF. They're actually going in different sides with the network support. Let's have a look at the opposing Cerberus build as well, just to get a good look. Also, not this one's running outnumbered. Also running Hydro mod. Not taking the increased duration of the smoke mod, but we'll be taking the flag. Shimmer, Sheep, Improved Survivability Expert. We got Swift and Silence plus torpedo stuff and RPF. Anything else that we really need to take a quick look at? Take a look at the Sherman again for John again. Superintendent, but nothing else too much. Dastat with a full tank in Colombo. Leg mod, Malamu. Secondary range, and that's about it. Yeah. Anyway, initial deployments. Heading over the A-cap, we have the green team who's going to be sending the... wait, where's my mouse? There it is. Marceau going to be going for, like, early spotting. Not actually going for the straight dive to fast cap. We've got Yu Yang up in support of that. Is that a radar Yu Yang? That is a smoke Yu Yang. We got Burgoyne, Brisbane, and Moscow up behind that. So, Yu Yang smoke, Brisbane radar. Brisbane radar will be able to cover all of this. Moscow's going to be able to pretty much get the same range. He's probably going to be parking along here. Burgoyne going to go over here potentially. Just look for any, like, farming onto whatever is positioned here. Meanwhile, Daring going to be taking a long reverse into that cap, and then eventually he's going to be going over here for his escape route, and then he'll just park up against this rock for quite a while probably. We're going to have Petro, Cerberus, and Ohio. Ohio's going to be manning this position, and then looking for a potential dive down there. Maybe go that way if the situation arises. Petro going to be manning this rock probably, and then Cerberus looks like he's going to be trying to farm this kind of region. He's going to have a smoke screen available to reset anything like the Petro radars. Red team deployments, we've got Marceau, early dive in the cap. Going to be taking a little bit of damage already. Yeah, actually going to lose half his HP already. Got Sherman coming in for support up behind him. Then we've got Brisbane with his radar. He's going to be like looking to control that. Colombo looking for damage around here. Daring going to have his reverse. Moscow going to be able to put his radar up. Find this Daring. This one smokes. Shoots that out. Ohio kiting, looking to hold this position. And then we've got Shimmer plus Cerberus. Yeah, Shimmer spotting. Cerberus smokes up wherever and just farms. Have a look. Gang down to half HP. Initial trading did not go amazingly for him, but he did get a bit of damage back onto the opposing master, actually. That trades for about 50-50. Sherman of John LaRusso is going to be making his way slowly towards that cap. I'm not really a big fan of Sherman in general, but with the bans of Gearing, Haragumo, and Gdansk, this is probably a good option for a smoke bot. It's a long duration smoke. Summer's obviously unavailable, so this is, if you want a long American smoke, this is your option. And the Brisbane of Amazing is going to be diving into that. Sherman does have his Hydra up, who will be spotting all those torpedoes. That, well, there's nobody in that. Nobody actually going to be vulnerable to those anyway. Those are deep water torps, and, well, Colombo's all the way back there. We are coming out from Petro over at the sea cap. We won't be finding anything right now, actually. Cerberus will be spotted. Ohio will be like, hello. 0 damage. Smoke screens for the Brisbanes. They're going to be running into each other with a big radar force, and then everybody's going to suffer. Currently, the suffering is on the Sherman. We're going salvo in. AP, though. Both Brisbane radars have expired. They're both going to be able to sit in the smokes, and we're going to have a staring contest with 2 smoke screens angrily yelling at each other for a while. Burgoyne HE salvo comes in with a reload booster. Again, not really getting very much onto John, if anything. And now we wait for those smoke screens to expire. Moscow radar did come out. Going to be forcing Antara away, but really not much is happening. Lucar got a little bit farmed, and She, Sus, and Venting also got a little bit farmed. Altorius and his Cerberus did take a bit of damage from the opposing Ohio, but he's, you know, he's alive, he's fine. Yang has a bit of a torpedo issue here. Nice cap from though. We'll be spotting everything. Well, I think those are all hydroed by the Brisbane anyway. Looks like Gang and his Marceau was spotted briefly by the Yang. Let's take quite a chunk of damage actually. Down to 10k. Burgoyne salvo towards the Brisbane. Smoke expired. Sherman going for the resmoke now. This is the difference between the Yu-Yang and the Sherman smoke screens. The Yu-Yang has better generic uptime, but the Sherman has longer burst uptime. So overall uptime is going to be better for the Yu-Yang, but there will be longer periods of smoke available for the Sherman. Brisbane of Amazing does take a big clap there, by the way. Big wall of torps coming in right as the resmoke is about to happen. Nice little cross top as well. Torpedoes synchronizing on the arrival. But there's a gap that's been found. Actually, there was not a gap that's found. Yu-Yang does manage to take one right up the stern. Interesting torpedo launching from the Brisbane, going for this kind of region here. Well, Marceau now has the full fire. Whoa, Marceau Gang, did he take an extra salvo from somebody, or did he eat a top or something? Anyway, Brisbane radar is just going to mean that the UNWAT, Marceau, and Yu-Yang are forced further back. However, there will be that will mean that now that this radar's expired, there will be a free radar in return for the Brisbane of UNWAT. See if they can get anything. We've got the Burgoyne ready to get a look into. It's all going to be about the interplay between these two smoke screens. Apparently, the Rain did manage to cap B at some point. And C, for that matter. Petro of Orquata over there at C cap going to be edging his nose in there to try and take that. Gang being forced back against Marceau, does not want to risk potential of another torpedo or just being spotted by the Yu-Yang. Yu-Yang is advancing forward. There are a wall of torps coming back in. Moscow radar comes out, finds Antaro in a smoke screen. Daring from above B cap will be able to shoot that. And the Yu-Yang does take torps. So now UNWAT's Yu-Yang very low HP. UNWAT finally managing to get into C to block that, but Rain are 200 points up already. 9 minutes into the game. Moscow radar expires, and now the Rain's Daring can get back in a position to shoot at the UNWAT Daring should he go for the cap. There is a Moscow radar available, so he can get those resets. Sherman currently down to 1 smoke remaining. Yu-Yang still has a couple more in the bank, so they should be able to be taken by UNWAT. Unless they manage to get the kill on the Yu-Yang somehow. There is the Brisbane still lurking around with a stealth radar available. In fact, the Yu-Yang is in range of that currently. So they're going to bait the radar out using the Marceau. Then that will allow the Yu-Yang to know it's safe for him to go in, lay the smoke for his Brisbane. They can force their way in. Sherman rotating off entirely. He's decided, you know what, we don't want to play for A anymore. We're already holding B. We've got enough points ticking. B cap being contested by UNWAT. There will be the radar from Luca out any minute. Daring of Antaro going to get in position, ready to get those resets. C cap resets will be coming in. There's that radar that we're talking about. That's going to allow Antaro to just get those resets in. In fact, did not get those resets. UNWAT was going to take that cap. The Petro of UNWAT is definitely suffering though. He's like forced his way in here. Points are blocked currently, but using a lot of health on that Petro for that. The Cerberus here and the smoke screen going to be getting quite a bit of damage down. 203, so... Not having a destroyer over here has been incredibly difficult for them to cap. They are farming down Malamute quite well. Quite well? Quite well. No big chunk there. Malamu down to 12k. DCP not available. Heal not available for 10. Any fires they get now are permanent, but Malamu's trying to get himself dark around this corner. Unfortunately, that's easier said than done, with the Petro currently hydroing him. Sherman did manage to get a nice little position where he can start farming the Petro, but there's no vision being provided on him now until the Moskva manages to find some sort of radar or something. A-cap finally being taken by the Marceau. Brisbane of Amazing did pop his radar to get some damage down on that Marceau, but that cap will finally be taken now. Burgoyne of UNWAT making an adventure down the channel. Malamu is taking one permafire here right now. Heal is available in 29 seconds. I'm not sure if he dies here. I think he's down. It depends on how long he's left on this fire, which we can't tell from here. He might burn out. A-cap finally taken. Moscow radar comes out for she starts inventing, but John the Ruthless and Taro and Luca are all going to be turning focus onto him. Don't give a ship over there. He's going to be looking for some damage into Taro to make this worth the trade. He's got a fair bit of damage out. They're trying to force this kill. Moscow is down to his... how many radars he got remaining? He got one radar still in the bank. Petro radar comes up. Looks like Malamu did get the heal, did not actually burn out. However, they still haven't managed to find their way into sea. Sheep going to be taking a massive hit from the Ohio and Cerberus combination. Still some shells coming in. Sheep goes down. That's going to allow a little bit of breathing room for UNWAT, who've just lost their Petro and their Moskva. Moskva, Petro, both of them die. And there goes the breathing room. That's going to force the Ohio to try and dive into sea to take that. He is going to take one torp from the Shimakaze, which not ideal. You don't really want to take a Shima torp. But that should allow them to take C in theory. Burgoyne going on his adventure still. Doesn't have to worry about the Ohio there. Plus the Daring and Sherman might be wanting to get involved. Actually, the Cerberus wants to get involved as well. Burgoyne, superstructure salvo into the Ohio does absolutely not enough. Wheeler booster comes out. Is he going to be switching to the HE for this salvo? Malamu taking a fire from the secondaries. AP again into the superstructure. Wheeler booster ending. One more salvo to come out. Is he going for this? Is he going to go for the AP once again? AP once again into the superstructure. Does not get the kill once again. Hoping to get a secondary fire here. Malamu, no DCP available. If any of these secondary hits light a fire, Malamu will go down. The question is, does he manage to actually die before that? I think Burgoyne is going to go down before the Ohio at this point. The secondary is just not lighting fires. Actually gets another reload. Finally takes him out. Burgoyne's going to die for this. Burgoyne dies for that. Finally, the Cerberus gets into the C cap. Cerberus trading looking quite painful for in though. Ohio salvo. Gets a big chunk. Cerberus down to 7,000. Pops his heal. Marceau of Gang on the border, trying to get some resets in. Daring gets taken out by Don't Give a Ship here. Now, UNWAT are in a relatively strong position, holding two caps, blocking the third. Ships are tied, three kills each. Brisbane of Amazing does have a radar available, might be able to look for a kill on this Marceau or the backstab onto that cap. Sherman being currently spotted, everything will be switching focus to him. Got Marceau and Brisbane on him. Colombo of Dastard's going to be forcing his way into that cap afterwards. Daring of Don't Give a Ship taking a huge chunk. C cap was taken. John does not have Hydro activated. There is a wall of torpedoes. Ohio of UNWAT goes down in the C cap. John the Ruthless in a Sherman once again is suffering in the hands of Torp. Oh no, they expire! But he is on a permafire. Is that going to expire? Double permafire. He goes down. 4 kills each. All 3 caps currently in control for UNWAT. 5 minutes remaining. 2 minutes 30 until a point victory for UNWAT if everything stays the same. Brisbane's will be, like, you know, seeing each other and shooting each other and being a general menace to each other. If the Yu Yang gets spotted by the Brisbane's... No, Brisbane has no radars left. Brisbane also has torpedoes on his broadside. Takes 1 down to 4k. Pops his heel. Yu Yang does have a smoke if he wants to try and get some damage out of that. Colombo farming has begun. Moscow radar comes out, spots both the Marceau and the Daring. Daring will be forced back. Marceau has shots in towards him from the Moskva. There is an island in the way. Brisbane's going to be challenging each other to a duel. Looks like the UNWAT Brisbane is going to be going down here. He is suffering at the hands of, like, both 2 ships there. Marceau goes down 2. That's a big point swing for Rain. Cerberus of UNWAT's going to be holding the C cap. A cap is going to be taken by Rain. Don't give a ship is being forced away from the B cap, where Dasta is going to be waiting for him. Dasta having his gun centered. There is potential for a Daring YOLO here, but I think Dasta has Accel mod, so he should be able to get away from those torpedoes before they land. Yeah, Dasta does have acceleration mod. There's also, like, a Moskva here, which is, you know, an issue. Well, here comes the YOLO. Moscow Salvo comes out. Incaps the Daring's torps. And the Daring dice secondaries. That YOLO did not go well. Torpedoes towards A from the Yu Yang. All going to be missing the Brisbane of Amazing, who's got a nice little gap here. And that just leaves the Cerberus to try and make something happen at sea, but they don't need to make something happen at sea. Rain are now taking on 2 caps. Valiant effort from UNWAT, but unfortunately everything just kind of crumpled at the end. Rain thriving in that late game situation, managing to focus out the priority targets. Winning that Brisbane duel meant that they could hold A, and then everything dying at B. The 2 Cerberus are shooting at each other's smoke screens. Cerberus? Cerberus. Quick check, how many radars are available? Moscow does have 2 radars available. Okay, he's going to press his radar and then the Yu-Yang's going to explode. Or the Yu-Yang's going to try and outwater a gunboat at Brisbane and, you know, just regret his life choices. He doesn't really have any other options here. Yu-Yang goes down, just leaves the Brisbane. 57 seconds left, and it's not looking good for him, is it? Definitely time for a 1v5, right? I'm gonna go quickly find fish. Cerberus is shooting in the water. Hang on. Where is the game updates channel? Match updates. All games have ended 2-0, including Rain versus UNWAT. So we will be moving on to the Swiss ceremony, where basically we sit around for the next God knows how long, and we wait for the next game to be selected, so we can go pick our games. Valiant effort from UNWAT, but unfortunately range is too good.